Hey everybody, this is Optio Trev, bringing you another clip of World of Warship Legends. Hope you enjoy. Hey, I'm bringing you my very first game in the Scharnhorst. I've tested her out back when she was first introduced to the game. Well, before, I guess a couple months before she was put into the live server. But I had some fun with her, so much so that I decided, at last to go out and buy her. And I'd tell you something, she is fun. She's quick, maneuverable, a 20-second reload, and a 25-second turret traverse of 180 degrees. Yeah, 25 seconds, not too bad. She goes about 30 knots. She comes with 3 torpedo launchers, one on each side, about 6 kilometer range. They're more of a deterrent than anything, but this battle will show you what happened when people tend to get too close. This is not a huge damage battle, and unfortunately I ended up losing at the end. I think I made a couple mistakes. But here I'm just, feeling her out. I noticed that there was a couple battleships coming down here on their end, and after a while I noticed them slowing down, and something kind of starts capturing our base, and I know there's a destroyer down there, and can't quite leave these guys unmolested down at our end, and unfortunately one of the cruisers on my side decided to go yellowing into our cap, and he doesn't last very long. But here I decided I have to do something, and I figured you know what, I'll just turn in and see what I can do. I know that there's a destroyer. Well, I know there's a destroyer there at this point because I'm spotted, and when you're spotted and there's nothing around you, it could only be one thing. And luckily with the Scharnhorst, it's a German battleship, and she's got some really tough armor. She's got turtleback armor, like the Bismarck and the Bayern and the Koenig to a point, and she loves to get up close and personal with other battleships because she's not impossible to citadel. Since this battle I have been citadeled, but they were from 16-inch guns from an Iowa, so yeah, she's not easy to citadel from close range. She's easier to citadel, especially by cruisers with 8-inch guns from range, from max range, when they could get effective plunging fire. But doesn't say that she can't take damage from enemies nearby. She certainly can, and German battleships are known to take a lot of fire damage, so be warned. But like I said, torpedoes are more of a deterrent. I figured if I throw some down there, either I'll get lucky and hit one, or at worst, make that I think that's a New York, or I don't remember. I know that throwing some torpedoes down that way, might make them think twice about coming down here. Battleships don't like torpedoes. I do get a hit and a bunch of secondaries. Unfortunately, I only get to see a thumbnail, so I can't read what that ship is. Just before this battle, I put in Von Hipper as its inspiration, so that I could extend the secondaries out But because I had Madden in before with on the Koenig, I have to wait 7 battles before he takes effect. And so I got a 6.3 kilometer range on my secondaries right now. And it'll go up to about 7-ish. There, intentionally pulled a knot here and beached myself. Sorry about that. I'm just getting over a cold. But here is where I think I made my first mistake. There was a warspite off to the distance. You can just barely see him there now. I leave him alone as he, retreats. I guess my Scharnhorst proved to be too scary, I guess. But yeah, he takes off, and after I turn around and head to the left of the middle there, thinking that I can try to speed up and make it to the other side of the map to give support to my team. And that warspite comes back to bite me. Spoilers. But yeah, right now I'm trying to get back to the rest of my team. We're starting to drop like flies, and I tell you, even at 30 knots, it's a waiting game, and there's nothing worse being in the battleship and being so far out that you're absolutely useless to your team. And what I should have done here was to sneak on the right side of the island and kept an eye on that warspite and possibly taking it out of the game. I am very confident in this ship, and I had no doubt that I could beat a warspite one-on-one. It's slower. It's got decent armor. It takes a lot of white damage. So if you take my 11-inch guns on my Scharnhorst and fire it at its superstructure, it will take a lot of damage. And maybe sort of, teach the British battleship a lesson and set it on fire with my secondaries. We'll never know, because I chose to go the other way. But here you can see that my team's in a desperate fight. We just lost another ship, and there's a Scharnhorst down there, a cruiser who's coming out now, and well, the warspite that circled around and came up through the north and backed up the Scharnhorst over by its cap. What surprised me is that I didn't quite expect him to be there as fast as he got there. It was it surprised me. But yeah, there's a desperate fight down there. I can't get there fast enough, and as hard as I try, that's not a cruiser. Anyways, it's dead. There's another. There's a Scharnhorst there. There's the cruiser. I knew there was a cruiser down. There's a Scharnhorst there, and there's that warspite that we seen earlier in the battle. But I should have won this battle. And here's I'm thinking, if I could inch close enough to this island, maybe I could catch them focusing in on my teammates. And of course I get spotted here, and all bets are off. Lucky shot. And I'm thinking here, okay, I could go in. These guys are off a little further out. I got a little more hit points than the Baron. I figured I could go in, soak up some damage, let him get, some decent shots in with his bigger caliber gun. At a Scharnhorst, warspite, probably too far from him. So I figured I could go in, hug the island a little bit, and maybe get some lucky shots in. Maybe if I feel lucky, maybe some torpedoes, but more spoilers. I don't get no torpedoes off. I don't even come close to being able to angle and get torpedoes down that way, because I am not presenting a broadside to both a Scharnhorst and a warspite. Well, it looks like it's down to me, the Bayern, and myself against the warspite and the Scharnhorst. I know for a fact that one-on-one I would beat this Scharnhorst. He's shown, if it wasn't for that warspite backing him up, I don't think he would have survived all that long. And I know for a fact if that warspite wasn't back there, I probably would have taken the Scharnhorst, because he's presented no hint to me that he's better than what he shows here at the end, and you'll see why. It's just, I got so lucky. But I'm not going to complain. It was a decent battle. I made mistakes. I should have rounded out a little further and stayed out of the out of range of that warspite, and I probably wouldn't have taken in so much damage, and probably stay out of the range of the other Scharnhorst's torpedoes. But you know, hindsight being 20/20. In here, I should have focused in on the Scharnhorst instead of taking that shot at the warspite. I thought, broadside, maybe. No, I shouldn't have. And that was my other mistake. With this Scharnhorst there presenting such a broadside, and I have no idea why he was doing it. There'd be only one reason he would do it, and that's, you know, it's here, everybody. He's launching torpedoes, but why? I get my high caliber. Like, it is not worth to launch your torpedoes presenting such a target. And see, here's the torpedoes, and here I am wiggling my butt trying to get out of the way, and I think I scratched some paint. But here's when well, we all know I'm doomed. 2 fires, and boom, everything was on cooldown. Well, that was my very first battle in the Scharnhorst. It was a defeat, 116,000 damage, and a couple of them. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Be sure to check my channel to see more content later on. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. See you later.